All right, good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, and Jenny and I are in Florida.
Yay! You can't see me, but I'm in the back.
What is it, Cottondale?
I thought it was Mariana.
Well, it's near Mariana. Anyway, we're at the Loves here in Cottondale, and yesterday I was going to film talking about this trailer that we were carrying. And this is a helium tanker, cryogenic tanker, and empty. This thing is weighing about 62,000 pounds, somewhere in there, 62, maybe 63,000 pounds. So I put us overweight, and I was going to talk about having to get permits for every state. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see these on here, but these are some of the permits. Like this is Alabama permit for overweight. I have Louisiana's right here, and Mississippi's I've already put in the permit book. But what happened was we got over there by Mariana and wound up blowing a tire and tearing up the back of the trailer. So I'm going to show you the trailer and show you what happened. And give me a minute, let me step out and I'll show you. But this is the helium tanker. It's a cryogenic tanker, and this thing is heavy. It's got all these tubes and stuff, but this is the damage I want to show you. So this is the tire that I blew right here, and you can see the whole back is damaged. All of that is damaged right there. So just to show you, that's what happened. That's what it should look like. And now this was already damaged when I picked it up over here, but this is going all the way to Rain, Louisiana. And yeah, you kind of get an idea from that. But let me step back around and show you a little bit better on that damage. So the bumper, the lights. In fact, that's what they're going to work on now. They've already changed the tire, and they're going to work on the lights back there. And this tire, like I say, ain't much better. So I don't know if they don't want to change this one out. The owners of the trailer don't want to change it. They're hoping it's going to make it the 430 miles that we have left. But yeah, that's a pretty good bit of damage right there. So, all right, I'll update you again. All right, everybody. So what they wound up doing was they used their pickup and hooked the cable up to it to pull this out. And now what they're going to do is take this L bracket, grind it out right there, and mount the lights to it and put a new mud flap on, so at least we're legal. When we get to the customer, they'll probably have to cut all of that metal out and start all over. But I just wanted to show you that it's looking a little better. It's getting there. Okay, everybody, so they got the truck fixed. I just want to show you a little bit about these permits. You really got to read these permits because there's some restrictions that go along with overweight or over-dimensional permits. Now, Florida, there's not really too many restrictions, except there's a specific route that you have to take. And in fact, where did I put the map for that? I should have had this ready. There it is. Okay. Now, if you can see this, and I'm sorry about the shakiness of the video, there's a specific route that you take, and do not deviate from that route. Take the route. And this is the printout of the route that I was supposed to take. And I did, for the most part, take that route. All right. Now, Alabama, which is our next state that we're going to be in, okay, has a couple of things. Oh, if I can hold the book still. Has a couple of things that you need to be aware of. Number one, it must be signed down here in red ink, and it says it, permit must have original signature of driver signed in red ink. So I'm gonna have to go inside the Love's and get a red pen and sign that. And the other thing is that in Alabama, you cannot drive after dark. It has to be during daylight hours. So we're not going to go anywhere because we're really not that far from the state line. I can only go about 2 hours. And then Mississippi really doesn't have anything about the time that you can drive. But once we get back into Louisiana with this, once again, we can only drive during daylight hours. And the other thing that you have to keep in mind, if the scale is open in all of these states, in fact it says that, you have to go in the scale. Even if you have pre-pass and you get the green light, you still have to go in the scale. Every scale, every time. Okay? And I was going to talk a little bit more about these permits yesterday, but I figured I'd throw that in now. And the other thing was we had to up the registration cab card. So I have a brand new registration cab card. And like Alabama, it allows up to 101,000 pounds. And Louisiana, it allows up to 88,000 pounds. That's the other thing. You have to up your cab card. Okay? So I want to show you a little bit of what they did. I'm going to turn on the lights and show you real quick. This is just a temporary repair so that we are legal. Sorry about the noise, but they kind of messed up with the wiring, and now both lights flash for the four ways and both lights work for the brakes, but it's gonna work. It's just a temporary. It still looks bad. When this trailer gets there, it's going to have to be redone. All that metal is going to have to be cut out and redone. And you see they got the new mud flap on. That's the best repairs they can do here without, you know, putting a whole lot of time into it. And Werner is the owner of the trailer, and they didn't want to put that much time into it. So they replaced the tire. You see the new mud flap. The lights, both of them are flashing, and they shouldn't be. Only the outside one should be, and this should be the brake lights. So somehow they wired this and wired it wrong. And it's basically being held in with one screw and some zip ties. So I'm going to put some more zip ties on to make sure these lights don't come off. It's legal though. It'll work. It's just, it's not very pretty. So, and I don't, it shouldn't go against my insurance or anything like that, because this was one of their tires that blew, and they had put recaps on this trailer, which they really shouldn't have, but since we're not hauling anything and it's not hazmat right now, it's an empty tanker, that's why they can get away with running the recaps on it. And they put the cheapest tires they could put on, basically, so to get this trailer to the new customer. All right, but that's it. It's going to work. The mud flaps bolted in, and the lights, I'm going to secure them a little better, but at least they'll work. So all right, thank you.